Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, July 5th, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 575 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Nigeria gunmen kidnap nurses and infant from Zaria Hospital. Ammon Bunda seizes on housing shortage in new bid to take public lands in Idaho. Israel's Bennett, Russia's Putin speak, agreed to meet. Stephanie Davis, former Hollyoaks star in hospital with horrific COVID. A massive fireball burst from the Caspian Sea near an oil field, likely caused by a mud volcano. Bill Cosby defends TV wife Phylicia Rashad after she celebrated his release. 2 Chicago officers shot, wounded trying to break up crowd. The CEO of Okta asked his 3,500 employees to email him about where they're going on vacation, to remind them about the importance of taking breaks. Cannabis convict freed from prison after 12 years. Don't stop there, Governor Parson. Johnson says UK must live with virus as he announces easing. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Bill Cosby defends TV wife Phylicia Rashad after she celebrated his release, BBC News. Prince William got footage cut from ITV documentary about Harry and Meghan, Daily Beast. Hackers demand $70 million to end biggest ransomware attack on record, CBS News. Kate Middleton self-isolates after contact with person who tested positive for COVID-19, HuffPost. Former Rep. Allen West launches GOP primary challenge against Texas Governor Greg Abbott, Fox News. No more masks, PM Boris Johnson to reveal England's lockdown lifting plan, CNBC. 1 dead, 3 injured after RAF overturns on water ride at amusement park, ABC News. The 10 Senate seats most likely to flip in 2022, CNN. The Windows 11 App Store is already more useful after just a week, The Verge. Pope Francis doing well after intestinal surgery, Vatican says, Fox News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Kate Middleton self-isolates after contact with person who tested positive for COVID-19. Death lottery, West Virginia GOP governor issues blunt warning to unvaccinated. Smock dresses, shot the little girl staple that adults are wearing now. July 4th fireworks display accidentally goes off during setup. Help, I love my partner but their hygiene really stinks. Got a watermelon lawn and no plans for it, here are 20 delicious ideas. Trump's news spokesperson tweets article that says his election claims are a lie. GOP Rep. Paul Gosar ripped by his own sister, despicable and disgusting. Joey Chestnut just ate an absurd number of hot dogs in record-breaking performance. Republicans who backed Trump's election lies called out for false patriotism on July 4th. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Family has tradition of us-made American flags. Olympic hero says her dog ran off in Boston. Father writes daughter 690 inspiring lunch notes. Texas man gives stranger car for free. Family finds float covered in invasive mussels. Couple turns front yard into flag for Eind Day. Milwaukee mentor and coach shot, killed. Man celebrates 90th birthday with Harley-Davidson ride. Nonprofit raising funds for volunteer who fell. Cruise ship offered for first responders in FL. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Vaccination is the most patriotic thing, Biden says on Independence Day. They were the nice, older couple next door, then the first body turned up. Surfside condo wreckage hints at first signs of possible construction flaw. Remainder of Florida condo is demolished by controlled explosion. Trump is gone, sort of, the fireworks are still going off. Golf pro among 3 dead after shooting at Georgia Country Club, police say. Climate change is making it harder for campers to beat the heat. The tech Cold War's most complicated machine that's out of China's reach. Lax enforcement let South Florida towers skirt inspections for years. Her family owns slaves, how can she make amends? The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Michigan library book gets returned 70 years later, consider it waived. Michael Goodwin, Dems crime surge, here's the reason safety and policing finally have their attention. Singing babysitter stunts TikTok after really hard year, it's been absolutely crazy. Senator Ted Cruz, Dems defund the police, here's their desperate ploy to escape blame for rising crime rates. Biden gun and police policies threaten Democrats' 2022 midterm prospects. Former Rep. Allen West launches GOP primary challenge against Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Lou Holtz, on July 4th weekend these truths still ring true about America and we must fight for them. Pope Francis doing well after intestinal surgery, Vatican says. Georgia mom's death leads to 8th suspect arrested in Mexico, report. Florida condo's remaining portion brought down with explosives. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, July 5th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. 4th stimulus check, will you get another relief payment? The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Coronavirus UK, NHS chief admits it's time hospitals learn to live with COVID. Capacity crowds to return to stadiums from Freedom Day on July 19th without COVID passports. Taser, moment police zap drug suspect with stun gun after chasing him across road. Almost 1 in 5 pandemic pup owners admit they are considering rehoming their dog post-lockdown. Microsoft's blue screen of death changes black in Windows 11. Kate Middleton is forced into self-isolation after COVID scare. Summer is in sight, Britain will be hit by strong winds and more downpours before sun. Kingsway tram station in Holborn to open to public for first time in almost 70 years. Prince William and Kate Middleton attend NHS Thanksgiving service and host Buckingham Palace party. Third private equity firm eyes up Morrison's takeover, Apollo Global Management considering bid. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. Loved and decried, El Salvador's populist leader is defiant. Spain, police probe suspected hate crime targeting gay man. Indonesia seeks more oxygen for COVID-19 sick amid shortage. Smugglers are partly behind Lebanon's energy crisis, the army is struggling to stop them. 2 teenage sisters killed by lightning in Norway mountains. Rescuers seek 80 missing people after deadly landslide in Japan's seaside town. Pope Francis responded well to colon surgery, Vatican says. Ukraine's military starts walking back plan for women to parade in pumps after backlash. China targets ride-hailing giant Didi in data crackdown after U.S. listing. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Wimbledon, Barty and Djokovic in action, Jabber sinks Swiatek, live. Euro 2020, countdown to semi-finals continues, live. Coronavirus live, Australian minister likens vaccines race to Hunger Games, Indonesia sees record 29,745 new cases. Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, self-isolating at home after COVID contact. Pope to stay in hospital for 7 days as details of surgery revealed. Hypnosis to pay bigger dividend as $1 billion music rights spree pays off. Welcome to dystopia, getting fired from your job as an Amazon worker by an app Jessa Crispin. We say it's a racial paradise, how two police killings are dividing Hawaii. Which, the glory and tragedy of Zambia's Psych Rock trailblazers. Capitol attack, what Pelosi's select committee is likely to investigate. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Man dies in fireworks accident after mortar shell explodes next to him. Vatican, Pope alert and well a day after intestinal surgery. 1 dead, 3 injured after raft overturns on water ride at amusement park. 2 dead, 3 wounded in shooting near downtown Cincinnati Park. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Cuba braces for tropical storm Elsa. Afghanistan, soldiers flee to Tajikistan after militant clashes. Russian food firm Kusville triggers row over lesbian family ad. Ever Given, Egypt agrees deal to release ship that blocked Suez Canal. Stan Swamy, jailed activist dies at 84. Deadly Cyprus wildfire under full control, say authorities. Miami collapse, remaining structure demolished over safety fears. Indonesia faces oxygen prices amid worsening COVID surge. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Medical specialists perform risky brain surgery on a Wisconsin bonobo, most related species to humans. The Day in Pictures. On this day, July 5, 1973. Showbiz minute, Ken Morrison, U.S. box office. Mark Cousins, Ken is ready to reawaken love of film. Minor injuries as fireworks go off in Maryland. AP Top Stories July 5. Miami-Dade mayor, crews clear to resume search. Controlled explosions as demolition crews blast what's left of collapsed Florida condo. Drought concerns Colo, rafters, oases can be found. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Battery-powered trains could be a climate game-changer, is everyone all aboard? The return of the 4th of July. Car-to-car shooting on 60 freeway leaves father dead and 2 teenage sons injured. Tumbleweed fire near Gorman burns 1,000 acres. Every July 4th gives us one of Los Angeles' most important symbols, the flaming palm tree. He had 10 minutes to flee the salt fire, now his home is gone. Kamala Harris greets firefighters in her Brentwood neighborhood. Families displaced by fireworks explosion in South LA spend July 4th seeking help. Highly infectious Delta variant spreading rapidly, now California's dominant coronavirus strain. After what 2020 put them through, Californians tell us how 4th of July has taken on new meaning. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, July 5th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Massive methane leak spotted in China. Egypt executes student who was tortured to confess to attempted assassination of senior officer. New Zealand experiences hottest June on record despite polar blast. West Bank, Israeli soldiers kill Palestinian being attacked by settlers. Trials of new HIV vaccine begin at Oxford University. Norwegian pension fund sells off groups linked to Israeli settlements. UN calls for investigations after mass graves discovered at former residential schools. After pressuring telecom firms, Myanmar's bans senior foreign executives of major telecommunications firms from leaving. After black fungus, new condition of bone death reported in 3 Mumbai patients, doctors fear more cases. First AI war, Israel used world's first AI-guided swarm of combat drones in Gaza attacks. Canada's Hong Kong diaspora helps new arrivals with jobs, housing, psychotherapy. Oil firms plan to abandon 1,700 Gulf of Mexico wells could mean environmental disaster, say rivals. Japan mudslides leave 113 people unaccounted for. With an axe, Pakistani cop kills man acquitted of blasphemy charges after 3 years. China prepares to move into Afghanistan with $62 billion Belt and Road program as American troops leave. The next headlines are from Forbes. Taliban threatens consequences for U.S. troops remaining in Afghanistan after 9/11 deadline amid surge in violence. China's cybersecurity regulator targets more U.S.-listed tech companies after Diddy investigation. Neiman Marcus explores sale of Bergdorf Goodman. A green recovery after COVID-19, new strategies for the oil industry. Troubling sexual assault allegations leveled at Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer. Ransomware hackers demand $70 million in Bitcoin, claim massive U.S. attack as Biden investigates possible Russian involvement. Unfavorable views of China have reached historic highs, infographic. Deep diving into the stats on the NRL's blowouts. Billionaire James Packer's Crown resorts to report losses amid Australian regulatory probes, COVID-19 lockdowns. Partially collapsed Florida building demolished ahead of tropical storm, 121 people still unaccounted for. The next headlines are from Nature.com. COVID vaccines to reach poorest countries in 2023, despite recent pledges. We are problem solvers, research administrators offer guidance to working scientists. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,716,270,045 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Sony Pictures Television inks movie slate deal with Turkish pay TV Cinema TV. A24's pickup of Can Uncertain Regard Film Lamb confirmed, New Europe Film Sales debuts teaser. Altitude sells Oliver Stone's doc JFK Revisited, Through the Looking Glass at Cannes premiere. 1844 Entertainment nabs international rights to 50, or 2 Whales Meet on the Beach exclusive. Lord of the Dance star Michael Flatley's directorial debut Blackbird to open Monaco Streaming Film Festival. Media One and Leonine Studios acquire Dr. Foster UK producer drama Republic exclusive. The Most Beautiful Boy in the World sells to numerous territories via Films Boutique exclusive. 5 Chilean cartoons draw interest ahead of Cannes March due film. Rick and Morty delivers a doomed love story amid play on Captain Planet and a reconvenient Mort. Crypto Keepers NFT-backed drama series hatched by Hong Kong's AMM Global. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. It's a tricky balancing act for countries awaiting vaccine doses. Cambodia's star wheelchair bowler is an unstoppable force. As COVID vaccinations slow, parts of the U.S. remain far behind 70% goal. The food industry may be finally paying attention to its weakness to cyber attacks. Scale. Details of massive Casio ransomware attack emerge. Moguls, deals and Patagonia vests, a look inside summer camp for billionaires. Rural ambulance services at risk as volunteers age and expenses mount. Malaysians suffering amid lockdown fly white flag for help. Photos, tradition bursts back with July 4th fireworks across America. The newest TikTok stars are exotic pets, but experts say that's a problem. The following headlines are from the week. Remaining Florida condo tower demolished so rescuers can keep searching. Riley Sager recommends 6 books about danger in confined spaces. 6 charming homes from the 1800s. The case for ending judicial review. Biden's COVID-19 czar says there's a lot to celebrate despite missing July 4th vaccine goal. Surfside mayor, search operation absolutely not a recovery effort. Raising wages may not be enough to sway workers, organizational psychologist suggests. DeSantis chief of staff reportedly inquired about postponement of Trump's Sarasota rally. Why health experts are concerned about high turnover rate among U.S. immunization managers. Biden gets low marks on immigration policies, poll shows. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Unfortunately, there are other viable explanations for the subsurface lakes on Mars. These are the news headlines for today, Monday, July 5th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Most massive white dwarf living on the edge. Dragon Man may be Homo sapiens' closest relative. Earth farthest from the Sun on July 5th. Moon, Mercury, stars in Taurus before Sun up July 5th to 8. The next news is from Politico. French cities are working to ruin Arab summer. George Floyd's murder transformed America. What politicos are reading this summer. Rampant issues, black farmers are still left out at the USDA. Skeptics question if Biden's new science agency is a breakthrough or more bureaucracy. How JFK's lifelong friend helped shape U.S. foreign policy. Biden's new dilemma, how to slash housing costs for low-income borrowers. Biden ties battle against COVID to American traditions. Scale, details of massive ransomware attack emerge. Search back on after rest of South Florida condo demolished. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Sydney Hospital on red alert as hundreds of staff in isolation. The latest illustrations from artist Kathy Wilcox. The latest illustrations from artist Andrew Dyson. Best of Cartoons, July 6, 2021. Best of Cartoons, July 5, 2021. How to wipe away a scandal. Football's probably coming home to England, Goldman model predicts. Surfer attacked by great white shark on NSW mid-North Coast. Queensland Premier will not delete incorrect tweet about AstraZeneca. Urgent recall for thousands of sleep apnea and respirator devices. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. We are going to lose a generation of student loan borrowers, pressure mounts to extend payment pause. The Moneyest, my husband lives in my $650K home. He complains about paying rent of $2,000 a month, and wants to use that money to trade stocks. Student loan companies misled borrowers about whether they were eligible for loan forgiveness, Watchdog says. The big move, we live in California where $1 million gets you a fixer-upper. Should we stop investing $5,000 a month and buy a home instead? Mortgage rates retreat below 3% as housing affordability becomes a bigger concern. The moneyest, my intelligent, talented retiree husband moonlights as a handyman. He charges $20 an hour, but is not insured and doesn't pay tax. This U.S. city has the highest share of super-rich residents in the world, and it's not New York, Seattle or San Francisco. This is the #1 reason unemployed Americans aren't looking for work. My boyfriend pays me $500 a month toward expenses. My mortgage is $2,200. He asked me to lend him $20K so he can build a business and retire to the Caribbean. London markets, Morrison shares surge as private equity firms circle. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Elida.net signs a framework agreement with the Pan-African Postal Union to serve 55 postal companies in the continent, WFMZ Allentown. Global Automated 3D Printing Market, 2021 to 2026, Growth, Trends, COVID-19 Impact and Forecasts, ResearchandMarkets.com, Galveston County Daily News. JF Technology subsidiary granted 6 new patents, The Edge Markets My. Supreme Court rules that inventors can contest the validity of patents after assigning them. Intellectual property, United States, Mondac News alerts. Consultation on patent box, Mirage News. The next headlines are from Quartz. A soy milk company is feeling the pain of Hong Kong's latest flashpoint with Beijing. What pregnant women in India need to keep in mind before getting their COVID-19 vaccine. Why car production in India suffered during its COVID oxygen crisis. How to think about business stories creatively and inclusively. Today's intense work culture has its roots in Soviet mining. The inside story of how an ambitious African cryptocurrency startup failed. Surfside demolition, Diddy crackdown, twerking bumblebees. India's cryptocurrency investors are playing with fire. Reliance is establishing itself as a tech major, with shoddy websites and a poor social media footprint. China is reining in one of its most successful tech businesses just days after its US IPO. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Funniest most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Pope Francis. Vanessa Williams. Troy Merritt. Apex Legends. Nick Cannon. Independence Day 2021. Tyson Chicken Recall. Fireworks. Joey Chestnut. Rachel Nichols. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Philippines launches investigation after crash of military plane leaves 47 soldiers dead. Women feel betrayed. Online petition again. Transgender weightlifter Laurel Hubbard's Olympic status gathers over 20K signatures. Pope Francis in good condition following intestinal surgery, will remain in hospital for week. Put a cork in it. Francis Mo backs down in bubbling row with Russia and agrees to brand its posh plunk as plain sparkling wine. Tyson Fury praises Paul brothers and talks up potential super fight with UFC powerhouse Ngannou. NPR gets an earful after claiming Declaration of Independence is riddled with flaws and hypocrisies. 1,500 rescuers wade through mud to find survivors in wake of catastrophic landslide in Japan. Ukraine labels Russian TV host security threat for suggesting football success was down to Shevchenko's Russian language skills. The Cold War might be over, but the world is now facing something far worse, with capitalism joining communism in abject failure. Russian retailer says sorry for unprofessionalism after health food advert featuring lesbian vegan parents sparks row in country. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Global stocks rise to new record high as U.S. futures drift in muted holiday session. Crisis, crash, collapse. Watch, remaining Surfside condo building demolished ahead of tropical storm. Alice in Wonderland stock market gain expectations now up to 17.5% annually. The race is on. GM makes multi-million-dollar investment in U.S. lithium project. David Stockman on the Fed's socialist monetary policies and what comes next. As housing, gas, and healthcare costs soar, Biden admin distracts with ridiculous brag about 16C savings on July 4th barbecue costs. Here's where world's richest are mooring super yachts. Why isn't the U.S. preparing for mp4 like the rest of the world? The multifaceted Syrian-Russian cooperation. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Georgia, LGBTQ activists cancel Pride March after violence. Israel to vote on renewing law that keeps out Palestinian spouses. Explainer, UAE and Saudi Arabia spat over OPEC oil production. Why is Egypt building a new capital? Turkey's inflation hits two-year high with jump to 17.5%. Pakistan NSA accuses India of orchestrating Lahore bomb attack. Biden says U.S. closer to independence from COVID. Iran's only nuclear plant back online after 2-week shutdown. As stocks smash all records, money managers say, get used to it. Hackers behind huge ransomware attack demand $70 M. The next headlines are from Breitbart. WAPO ABC poll, majority of Americans disapprove of Joe Biden's open border. Illegal alien from Egypt accused of stabbing rabbi outside Jewish school. Independence Day, Marvel Comics makes Captain America say American dream is a lie. Recently surfaced video concerning diversity sparks backlash at ESPN. Report, state investigating allegation of NY principal forcing co-worker to take racy photos of her. GOP Senator Marshall, public shaming response needed for China's role in COVID, not just the US, but other countries as well. Geraldo Rivera, Cosby, and maybe Weinstein, going free because Me Too pressure is not the way the criminal justice system works. Maxine Waters criticizes Declaration of Independence on 4th of July. Washington Nationals cancel Freedom fireworks due to noise curfew. Washington Post writer claims Statue of Liberty a symbol of hypocrisy. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. Pew Research Center reports 76% of Americans age 18-29 believe intelligent life exists on other planets. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Flying car completes first ever flight between airports then transforms back into a sports car in 3 minutes. Out of ideas for entertaining the kids? Here's some free family fun to try while on vacations. This kid has sensational dance moves, even doing double dutch at the same time. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, July 5th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Thousands thought they were getting the COVID vaccine. They were injected with salt water instead. New online calculator can predict how long seniors have left to live, what help they need. Flock of homing pigeons falls from truck on Florida interstate, causing 3-hour shutdown. With 3D printed steaks, Spanish startup eyes the mass market. Sea lion pitch invasion causes suspension of 2 kid footy games. Texas hospital experiences summertime baby boom, delivering 100 babies in 2 stretches totaling 91 hours. A nation conceived in liberty confronts its queasiness with a MILF mobile. A Florida dog was found more than 1,000 miles away in Michigan 7 years after he went missing. Massachusetts man collects his second $1 million lottery jackpot. Long overdue books return to Massachusetts library. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Are Evil's humongous $70 Cassia ransomware attack explained? Facebook takes hate speech seriously, as long as it's in English. Psst, network names including % can break your iPhone's Wi-Fi. Zug went full Murica for July 4th. These $20 online learning options could make this the summer of your new career. Get private internet access VPN for almost 70% off, and get a $15 credit too. We'll never find dark matter without quantum tech. A decade since the year of the hacktivist, online protests look set to return. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, July 5th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Gordon Munson, Mike Conley must be re-signed by the Jazz. Utah basketball coach Craig Smith and new transfer David Jenkins Jr. no longer have to plan for each other. They're on the same team. How Utah can seize opportunities to build for the future, from the editorial. Mexican club's game at Rio Tinto shows potential for what a merger of MLS and Liga MX could bring. Sandy police ask for public's help finding a missing woman. Summer swelter trend, West gets hotter days, East gets hot nights. Gymnast Michaela Skinner announces she will not compete again for the University of Utah. Politicization of COVID-19 led to bad decisions during the pandemic, Cox says on CBS Face the Nation. Officials identify man who reportedly drowned at Deer Creek Reservoir. After 2020 cancellation, Stadium of Fire comes back with a bang. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. A threat to privacy in the expanded use of license plate scanning cameras. NASA astronauts used CRISPR gene editing technology for the first time in space. World's single biggest ransomware attack hit thousands in 17 countries. Zug celebrates $1 trillion valuation, dismissed antitrust suits with bizarre flag-waving Instagram post. Apple is decentralizing out of Silicon Valley. Can heat pumps change demand for air conditioners into a climate change win? Free Software Foundation announces next step for improving board governance. Will a pandemic wave of automation be bad news for workers? New instant water disinfectant millions of times more effective than commercial methods. Still troubled Hubble Space Telescope once snapped a red, white, and blue image. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Amazon's Jeff Bezos steps down from CEO position today. St. Louis area firefighters have busy July 4th. St. Louis County Cooling Center opens today. Sunshine, humidity, and high temps Monday in the low 90s. Woman shot and killed on July 4th in Mark Twain neighborhood. Suspect in South County triple shooting taken into custody after standoff. Luck leads landing improvements lead to optimism about district's future. Fire departments encourage residents to avoid injury, watch professional fireworks shows instead. Aaron Nadeau, Reyes named to National League All-Star team. Man fatally struck on Highway 30 after walking in front of car. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Watch, Navy enlistee sworn in during Big Bay Boom spectacular. Watch, Big Bay Boom national anthem singer performs aboard Star of India. Watch, teachers perform God Bless America in Big Bay Boom spectacular. Rest of collapsed Florida building demolished, search for survivors back on. Not so fast, CHP in maximum enforcement period during July 4th weekend. 2 dead after car found down embankment. Annual California bighorn sheep count canceled after death. 3 more Padres named to NL All-Star roster. Man shot in leg in City Heights. Man shot while driving. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. aircraft and warships support Ukrainian Navy Day. U.S. Marine Corps evaluates light robotic vehicle. New U.S. Air Force tanker reaches 5,000 sortie milestone. F-35 global fighter fleet reaches 400,000 flight hours. Northrop Grumman delivers ESPA D spacecraft bus for Air Force NTS-3 mission. U.S. Army conduct airdrop tests of new infantry squad vehicle at FT Bragg. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, July 5th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. San Francisco firefighters put out multiple street fires. 5 things to know before child tax credit checks arrive this month. Oakland firefighters extinguish overnight warehouse fire. Sizzling summer, West gets hotter days as East gets hot, sticky nights. 99% of COVID deaths in U.S. are unvaccinated people, Fauci calls it sad. Here's how to spot effective fireworks. Oakland tip line apparently busy as fireworks light up the sky. Crews respond to multiple fires started by fireworks across Contra Costa County. Concord fireworks show put on pause as crews respond to fire. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. The latest, Jabber beats Swiatek to reach Wimbledon quarters. Joey Chestnut sets new record at post-pandemic hot dog race. Growing Grace Lake Church plans to call longtime Lakeview Library building home. Heroes honored for miraculous rescue of 3-year-old on Diamond Lake. Naperville Bakery aims to offer inclusive work environment for adults of all abilities. A fighter jet crashed in Elgin 70 years ago. The hero pilot is now being honored. With EU events booked, now arena needs workers in Hoffman Estates. Elgin athletes' Olympic dreams undeterred after not qualifying at trials. It's a scam, thousands of drivers targeted by text, email. Q&A, how retired Chief Marshal led Naperville Police with pride. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Orange alert for Tropical Cyclone Elsa 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 94,310. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Burkina Faso, Benin, Côte d'Ivoire, Cameroon, Ghana, Mali, Niger, Nigeria, Togo. Drought is ongoing in Angola. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Greece, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in China. Drought is ongoing in Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, Rwanda, South Sudan, Uganda. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, July 5th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Duchess of Cambridge forced to self-isolate after COVID-19 contact. Poor air quality this morning, storms this afternoon. Driver shot multiple times on South Loop near SH 288. Woman severely injured when firework explodes in face in Sugar Land, authorities say. Biden hosts largest event of his presidency, falls short of July 4th vaccination goal. Vatican, Pope Francis alert and well a day after intestinal surgery. Joe Biden to meet with victims' families, rescuers at Florida condo collapse site, death toll at 18. Search through rubble back on after rest of South Florida condo demolished. 18-year-old's bond denied after high-speed chase with Splendora police, 7-month-old inside unharmed. Judge grants $1 bond for man charged in Southwest Houston family's murder. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Malaysia pledges to tackle forced labor after U.S. downgrade. 20 years after 9/11, lawsuit against Saudis hits key moment. Study says hunting, poaching reduce Wisconsin wolf numbers. Celebrity birthdays for the week of July 11th to 17th. Tokyo Game still weigh limits on fans, if any fans at all. Japan searches for dozens missing in mudslide, 4 dead. Explainer, why China is investigating tech firms like Diddy. The latest, Sputnik V trials among 12-17 start in Moscow. Evacuations ordered after Thai chemical factory explodes. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Photos, the city gathers beneath a spectacular Macy's fireworks show. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Flaws in Asia's Pearl. Modern slavery, how consumers can make a difference. First person, the Somali refugees planting a new life in the United States. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Bread and circuses, U.S. households increase debt in wealth-destroying areas, mortgage debt holds steady since 2008 while debt in auto loans, student loans, and credit cards reach record levels. Belarus seals off border with Ukraine as president warns of repeat of 1941. The culture war has a new target, Independence Day. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. 50 years after his death, fans honor Jim Morrison in Paris. Hobby Lobby places July 4th newspaper ad, One Nation Under God. Did FDR tell people he murdered his grandmother to see if they were listening? Ukraine criticized for making female cadets parade in heels. July 4th, Juneteenth and the meaning of national holidays. Does this pic show true colors of terracotta soldiers before rapid deterioration? Disney World's 50th anniversary jewel appears to fall off castle. Is this giant jungle centipede real? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Prince William got footage cut from TV documentary about Harry and Meghan. Slice 20% off one of our favorite knives this weekend. Euro 2020, a huge super spreader event Europe should have seen coming. A New Orleans gay bar inferno killed 32. Roy Reid was first to report the truth. How scientists are so confident they know what's causing this insane weather. China and the US are talking tough. Don't believe most of it. OMG, I want to rent this house. I'm against it. New York. I used a scooter to hike Yellowstone and came face to face with a bear. Jim Clyburn has plenty of power with Joe Biden. Is he actually using it? Teach your kids self-defense. Start with knives. The next headlines are from the New York Post. When will Rick and Morty Season 5 Episode 4 premiere? Travel size skincare, sunscreen and more to pack for summer vacations. Cook healthier meals with this 10-in-1 air fryer that's 38% off. This solar lantern triples as a water purifier and an emergency kit. Judge rejected woman's request to save pet before Florida condo razed. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Billionaire's race to space heats up. Democratic Congressman Andrew Carson wants hearings on UFO sightings. Small wonders, what ants can teach us. What can ants teach us? The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. 2 killed, 3 wounded when gunshot breaks out near crowded Ohio Park during 4th of July celebration. Authorities demolish remaining structure of Surfside condo ahead of Hurricane Elsa. Collapsed Florida condo nearly ready for demolition. CDC investigating after healthy Michigan 13-year-old boy dies 3 days after receiving second Pfizer vaccine. At least 95 heat deaths in Oregon alone, governor says. Pope Francis reacted well to intestinal surgery, Vatican says. U.S. troops withdrawal from Afghanistan will leave it open to Taliban takeover, says Texas Republican. Golf pro, 2 others fatally shot at Georgia Country Club. 8 shot near Texas car wash hours after party. Joey Chestnut wins Coney Island hot dog eating contest, breaks own world record. The following headlines are from military.com. Ukraine criticized for making female cadets parade in heels. Philippine military's worst air disaster kills 50, wounds 49. Fallen U.S. bombardier's bracelet tells story of secret missions to Norway in last days of World War II. Capital, symbol of democracy, off limits on Independence Day. Putin okays revised Russian national security strategy. Egypt opens naval base, latest example of military buildup. Taliban take districts in northeast Afghanistan from fleeing troops. Philippine C-130 military plane crashes, 40 rescued. Meet the team with an unusual task for the newest carrier shock trials, preserving marine life. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. 3 people shot, man with concealed carry license steps in, shoots gunman, Chicago police say. 6-year-old girl shot early Monday in same Chicago neighborhood as 5-year-old girl about 8 hours earlier. Thankfully they will be all right, top cop says after 2 Chicago police officers shot on the west side while dispersing a crowd. Hundreds of young people flood the loop as fireworks go off around the city. At least 11 killed, 37 injured in Chicago gun violence over the holiday weekend, police say. Man dead after jet ski collision near 31st Street Harbor. No bail for 55-year-old man arrested in fatal CTA bus stabbing in Chatham. 5-year-old girl injured in West Pullman shooting, police say. No bail for 22-year-old man charged with fatally shooting ex-girlfriend. In the return of Hyde Park's 4th on 53rd celebration, families are just happy to be out. The following headlines are from Phys.org. Russia's first cloned calf opens door to gene-edited cattle. Graphene for the protection of paintings, paving the way for novel methods in art preservation and restoration. Glacial melt in high mountain Asia accelerating as summers warm. New report aims to improve VR use in healthcare education. Study shows laboratory-developed protein spikes consistent with COVID-19 virus. From atoms to planets, a longest-running space station experiment. Piezoelectric microelectromechanical system-based optical metasurfaces. Open plan office noise increases stress and worsens mood, we've measured the effects. It's all about the interface with multi-use polymer brushes. Organic foods not always free from pesticides. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, July 5th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Bridge faucet offers timeless, two-handle style. Trump appears to acknowledge tax schemes while questioning whether alleged violations are crimes. Boston has a long history of racism, now its top mayoral candidates are women of color. Biden celebrates progress against COVID, but acknowledges hurdles ahead. Fauci says he would wear mask in communities with low vaccination rates. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Sponsored, stunning views from this light-filled home. Bridge, July 5th, 2021. Horoscopes July 5th, 2021, Huey Lewis, impatience will cost you. Word game, July 5th, 2021. Ask Amy, his personality forces me into the grouch role. Harriet Cole, I never wanted to speak to this man again, but my boss has other plans. Miss Manners, I told this atheist he was rude, and he accused me of canceling him. Dear Abby, my teen is an irresponsible nuisance, must I support him? Explosives bring down rest of South Florida collapsed condo. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Pope Francis convalescing in hospital after intestinal surgery. Search back on after rest of South Florida condo demolished. Israel looks to renew law that keeps out Palestinian spouses. Tale of rescue after falling several floors in floor collapse. Champlain Towers South condo building demolished in Surfside, Florida. Gene Ziller, golf pro, fatally shot at Pine Tree Country Club. Joe Biden White House July 4th cookout contrast depths of pandemic. Will Smith pays for July 4th fireworks in New Orleans. The next headlines are from The Intercept. The rise and fall of the ultimate doomsday prepper. At 245, America is old enough to be honest about its founding. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, July 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Hunting and hidden deaths led to 30% reduction in WI wolf population. More filling, tastes great, how flies, and maybe people, choose their food. Breakthrough in tissue engineering. The shape memory supports tissue growth. Structures discovered in brain cancer patients can help fight tumors. Being clean and hygienic need not impair childhood immunity. Oncotarget, epithelial mesenchymal transitions create endothelial cells and tumor growth. New online calculator can help predict death and end-of-life care needs for older adults. Oncotarget, general anesthesia for pancreatic cancer surgery. Oncotarget, genome-wide DNA methylation landscape reveals glioblastoma's influence. Lower exposure to UVB light may increase colorectal cancer risk. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Dear Abby, friends say I need to travel without my kid, but I don't. Chicago police commander and sergeant wounded when shots fired at crowd on West Side. Richard Mark's memoir recalls his adventures, from Highland Park to Malibu. Low-income teens can learn about dream jobs in new program. Golf club and zoning fight in the suburbs keeps calm, caddies on. 2 killed and 4 wounded, including 12-year-old girl and 13-year-old boy, in Washington Park. 1 killed, 1 hurt in Lawndale shooting. 6-year-old girl among 2 shot in West Pullman. 1 killed, 3 wounded in Austin shooting. 11-year-old critically wounded in Brainerd double shooting. The next headlines are from the Times of India. In pics, death toll in Philippine plane crash rises to 50. Tokyo Games, Mary Kom, Manpreet to be India's flag bearers. Genesis unveils G80 Sport, global launch in Q3. Healing process of shoulder is done, will be there in IPL, IR. Former President Pranab Mukherjee's son Abhijit joins TMC. Viral images of Mike Tyson sporting anti-vaccine t-shirts fake. Is selection committee against sending Prithvi Paddikal to UK? New lasting symptoms that appeared in the second wave. COVID-19, Calum to be made open source, says PM Modi. England ready to end semi-final jinx at Euro, Southgate. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, July 5, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Texas Magic, the Flatlanders release Treasure of Love. Which awful Houston trade has aged the worst? 5 things a Metroidvania needs. This week in Houston food events, sip for a cause with the women of I'll have what she's having. The next headlines are about world records making news. Cyclist seeks second world record, Winnipeg Free Press. Natty Light brings world's longest slip and slide record back to America, Forbes. Abu Dhabi broke a world record for displaying 1,001 ice cream flavors, what's on? Americans to watch at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, ABC News. The Central Wisconsin strongman broke his own deadlifting world record at 81 years old, Wisconsin Public Radio News. One-of-a-kind Penfolds Grange 1951 bottle to smash world record price, the drinks business. This brick is a Guinness World Record holder, Telangana Today. 1 million saplings planted in an hour in Telangana in new world record, NDTV. Bournemouth rowers aim to set world record, Bournemouth Echo. Glass half full, J. Joe wants Guinness World Record for fan loyalty, Asia 1. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. How to turn your car into a tiny camper. What was the earliest music? Officials rush to demolish Surfside condo before tropical storm Elsa arrives. Zug wishes America a happy birthday in the most cursed way possible. TikTok's algorithm and AI tech are now up for sale. The Addams Family character posters are here. China bans ride-hailing app Didi from app stores over violations of user data collection and usage. Biden launches federal probe into international ransomware attack that hit 1,000+ companies. Margot Robbie puts her body through hell and likes it. The Tomorrow War, what director Chris McKay wants you to know. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Hassi in -Meshaud at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Dome in Antarctica at -86.98 degrees Fahrenheit or -66.1 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. At Games Legends Virtual Pinball Review, the better pre-built choice, mostly. America's smart city didn't get much smarter. Sizzling science, how to grill a flavorful steak. Review, warmly satirical werewolves within is comic horror with a heart. The comics, award-winning sci-fi, and non-fiction we're reading this summer. Is the Dragon Man skull actually from a new hominin species? Getting what you pay for, a spin on the design-focused electric bike. The following headlines are from Raw Story. MSNBC's Morning Joe hoots with laughter as business genius Trump admits his accountant broke tax laws. Democrats nail GOP obsession with COVID-19 lab leak theory, nothing can excuse Trump's lethal recklessness. Trump watching warily as DeSantis rises as 2024 candidate, he built him, and he could tear him down. Remainder of Florida condo demolished, with 121 people still missing. Reporter calls out Republican after Republican celebrating America after attempting to deny democracy. Donald Trump Jr.'s Happy 4th of July tweet appears to forget his father isn't president. Fox Networks refused to run President Joe Biden's Independence Day address. Law enforcement knows Florida condos need upgrades, but have let them dodge requirements for years, report. Former federal prosecutor takes down Donald Trump Jr.'s Fox claim Allen Weisselberg only missed a little bit in taxes. Trump biographer explains Ivanka Trump is in peril along with Allen Weisselberg. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. You don't need psychedelics to trip out on the Yukon Delta. Anti-vaxxers want you to believe vaccines don't work against the Delta variant. They're wrong. We are on track for a planet-wide, climate-driven landscape makeover. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Fortunately for UFO believers, official report leaves plenty to the imagination, the Nevada Independent. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Let's create a fit-for-purpose educational system in Zambia, ZUSD, The Mast Online, themastonline.com. Sea anemones sometimes eat ants, but why and how? National Geographic UK. Genetic mapping of subsets of patients with Fragile X syndrome TACG, Dove Medical Press. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Long crawl to immortality, new oldest person record by end of the century, The New Daily. Life in 2050, a glimpse at medicine in the future, interesting engineering. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, July 5th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Pentagon's UAP-UFO report, no panic in the streets. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, July 5th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.